All right, we're gonna make some pralines today. We're gonna try and see how this turns out on this nice cold winter day. All right, so first thing we've got is vanilla, brown sugar, 1 cup, 1 cup of white sugar, Carnation's evaporated milk. Yeah, I got the big can, but you probably want to do the small can. Measure it out, that's 12 ounces, so that's 6 ounces. And then of course some half pecans, split half pecans. So, all right, we're gonna try to get this thing started. Get your pot going. And there we go. Get our pot going here, and we'll pour in our evaporated milk. And then our sugar. And our brown sugar. I didn't pack it in there or nothing like that, you know. We'll set this stuff right here to the side. We're gonna put this in next. After we get it to a bowl. We gotta get all this to a bowl first. So we'll come back in a few minutes. I've got this parchment paper laid out here to actually spoon it on there. But we'll come back in a few minutes, and once we get her up to a boil, we'll continue on. I'm gonna stir this quite a bit while it's going. While it's heating up and all the way through. Just make sure you're not burning any sugar, and stir it lightly. But you want to get it up to a rolling bowl. It's got to be rolling. I mean, it don't want to be just bubbling on the sides. It needs to be rolling. And then you're going to hit your timer right there at about, I don't know, anywhere from 3 minutes and 30 seconds to 4 minutes. But right around that 3-minute 40 mark is about money. But, you really just don't want to burn your sugar, so make sure you keep an eye on it and make sure it gets to a rolling boil. Alright, we're just about up to a rolling boil. It's pretty close right now. You'll see a little bit of bubbling along the edges, but you want to wait till you're rolling, and it'll almost loosen up on you a little bit too. It'll act like it's wanting to just get loose. You'll know what I'm talking about when you feel it. But we're up to a rolling boil, about like what I like. So I'm gonna go ahead and start my timer for about 3-4 minutes. But if you got something better, which I need to, but about 3 minutes and 30 seconds. So we're gonna let this boil, and then we'll get back to you, and then we'll go to the next step. All right, we boiled it down for about 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Show you a little bit of there. It's good and loose. We'll turn that heat off. Pull over here to the side. 2 capfuls of vanilla. 1, 2, and then a big bowl and half pecans. Get them all in there. And then what we want to do is whoop it. I'm going to stir it up real good, almost whip it. Fold them in there. Get them all folded in there real good, and it'll start thickening up on you. It's not real quick, but it's pretty quick. So you want to do this, and then you want to get it laid out on your parchment paper within a hurry. And I usually try to do about a spoonful per praline. Okay, so try to whip it and get it going. And then I'll put it on the parchment paper. Whip this thing about 30 times. And once you get it folded or whipped or however you want to call it, you get it all mixed up there real good. And get in there and get your spoonfuls going. And we'll just lay them out there, just like it right there. And I'll tell you what, kids love these things. Mamas, daddies love these things. It don't matter who you are, you're gonna like them. They are delicious. We lay them out there till you empty. Some people like a little less nuts, and you know, some people might even chop up our pecans. You know what I mean? But I like them whole, and so that's the way I do it. But now sometimes these will be shiny, and sometimes they'll be dull. If you let them boil too long, they'll be dull a little bit, but they taste the same. They're delicious either way. But if you get it just right, they'll be shiny for you. And they are pretty when they're shiny. It usually takes a little while for them to set, depending on how cool it is in your house or the humidity outside. Your bud cooks knows that daggum humidity plays tricks on us. But that right there is a pretty good batch of pralines. It ain't bad looking. And there we go. We'll let these set and we'll get back to you, show you the end result. Thought I'd show y'all close up too while I was doing this here, just to kind of let you see what's going on with it. Boy, you're talking about good stuff. I think y'all like it. Anyway, we're gonna let them set. And like I said, it might take a while. It might take up 15 minutes or so for them to set. We'll get back with you when they are. All right, these are set pretty good. So once you get them, you see it's got a little shine to them, and they're a soft. They're not brittle. They're a soft, I guess, cookie or whatever you want to call it. But if you just take your parchment paper and just take your time with it, you know, maybe get a finger underneath there and just kind of, and they should ease right up. Like I said, they're called pralines, and like I said, though, you know, if they come out shiny, the better. But for me, I like them shiny, but sometimes they'll come out dull too if I get sidetracked or if I get sidetracked or get, you know, distracted or whatever. They might boil for a little longer, but you just got to take your time with it on that parchment paper and don't get in a hurry with peeling them up. And I mean, you can see they're as pretty as, they're pretty. We'll get these off here. And that pretty much should be the end result of it. And like I said, they're pralines, and real popular down in New Orleans and Louisiana, and you know, they're good all over, and we're here in the South as well. So, but like I said, it's 6 ounces of evaporated milk, a cup of light brown sugar, light brown, that's real important, light brown sugar, and a cup of white sugar, and two lidfuls of vanilla, and that's after you get it up to a boil. You get that in there together in your pot, get it up to a boil, and once you get it up to a rolling boil now, not no little bubbles on the side, guys, you know what I'm talking about, rolling boil, then you pull it off the heat and go to whipping it, put in your pecan halves, and like I said, you can crush them up or whatever, but to me, they're just, I mean, you really want to, I mean, there's just nothing prettier than that right there. But there we go. It made about 15 and a half of them. And so if you got 15 youngins, they're going to be in hog heaven. But if you got 2 guggins, they're going to be bouncing off the walls. Anyway, there you go. I hope y'all enjoyed it. And y'all enjoyed it. There'll be more to come.